emergency Arab summit is intended to provide alternative solutions to Israeli-backed U.S. displacement schemes. What are the chances that the Trump administration will be willing to positively respond to the outcome of the Cairo summit?
I think there are legitimate chances, but they are slim. I tend to be a bit of a pessimist in this regards, as you have known me, Hala, and I think
realistic, I would say.
Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, yeah. And I hope I'm proven wrong. However, they are slim. However, there's a chance that President Trump might be willing to listen to reason if he finds that the Arabs can come up with a cohesive, implementable plan that can be reliably implemented with an actual executive plan of implementation. If this can be produced and projected through today's Arab summit, I think we do have some chances. And I think what Dr. Nurhan said about the idea of mobilizing international support through the UN General Assembly is a wonderful idea, because this will give it even more legitimacy, basically an international endorsement. And even the other day, the EU Commissioner for the Mediterranean was in Cairo and met with Egyptian officials and President al-Sisi. And through her, the EU has expressed interest in actually assisting in the implementation of the Egyptian reconstruction plan when endorsed by the Arab Summit. So it is very interesting how international support can play a pivotal role in this. However, of course, what's instrumental is U.S. agreement to the implementation of this plan, because without the U.S., there will be no pressure on Israel, and without Israeli non-compliance, none of this can be implemented. So the problem is always lies with the United States and their ability and their willingness, not their ability. They are able to pressure Israel very well, as demonstrated by the Trump administration when they forced Netanyahu to accept the ceasefire against his will and against the will of much of his governing coalition. However, they don't seem to be willing at this moment to pressure the Israelis to abide by anything. If anything, Trump's and Witkoff's statements and remarks are always very alarming in how biased and unhinged they are when it comes to supporting Israel. So I think that, but if there is a reliable plan that can convince Trump that the alternative, that this is an implementable plan, and that the alternative will cause further chaos to the region and will actually endanger U.S. interests in the region and might even drag the United States to longer commitments, to longer wars in the Middle East, maybe then the Trump administration might be in touch, because they are not interested in any long-term commitment to any war in the world, especially in the Middle East, whether a war by proxy or a direct war with any other party. However, the chances of this happening, I do still believe, are very slim, because U.S. intransigence, Israeli intransigence, and U.S. unconditional support and enablement of Israeli impunity is unfortunately an obstacle along this way. However, there is a chance still, even though if it's slim, that the Americans might accept the Egyptian Arab reconstruction plan and might try to move forward from there.